unfortunately, the first time I got shocked, I was on stage. So at the time I was in a funk band, and yeah, I think we were headlining, or we were second to last. I think we were headlining at a jazz club at a festival, and I was excited. Didn't feel that great, and that's another thing. Listen to your body. If I'd listened to my body from the beginning, it probably wouldn't have happened. I probably could have avoided it. I should have gone straight to the hospital. I should have gone to, well, I would have gone straight home, but there and then I should have gone straight to A&E. But I didn't listen to myself. And that's, sometimes I kick myself for that I didn't listen to myself, that I let it go this far and everything. And I remember saying, has anyone got a chair? I need to sit down and sing this. I can sing this set, but can I sit down? No stool available. And I was worried. But then it was weird because I'm just trying to remember it all. All I remember is I was having adrenaline from going up on stage and doing what I love, singing, and I used to dance as well, so that probably didn't help. And I can just remember going on stage and everyone's there, and my heart, like, it's weird, but as the music started playing, I couldn't actually feel my heart, if that makes sense. What's quite nice is when I'm in a band and I've got loud music playing, I don't hear like I've got a mechanical valve. I don't hear it ticking. I'll do a video on that as well. I've got a mechanical valve. I'm rather cool. But when the music was playing at that time, I didn't notice it. I was just like, get into the rhythm. Right, I'm about to sing. Started singing and everything, and OMG, what happened next? I remember I didn't touch the microphone, and I leant over to grab the microphone, and I got electric shock from the microphone. I know everyone afterwards was saying, we saw it because a lot of people were recording it, which I really hope for their sake that they have deleted that footage. If you're watching this and you was there and you have footage of me going down, I would, I'd appreciate if you delete that. It's not nice. I don't want to see it on like some weird, I don't know, 4chan board going, hey, look at this lady who got shocked. Please don't. I don't give you my consent to do that. I know I was in a festival at the time, and there and then you give your consent, but I actually went down and could have died. So if you've got footage of me doing that, delete it. But back to the story. So yeah, I can just remember getting that shock, and then it was weird, but I was wearing this nice like flowy blue top, and my blue top just went like that. And I just remember, like, I felt like something heavy had hit me, like in the, like it was, I felt like a steel ball had blasted into my chest and left a hole there, but it was still like, it was weird, but I just felt like I got hit by a bus. I've never been hit by a bus, but from my experience of getting shocked, that's what it felt like. And I just remember turning around, and my first thought was, did someone just hit me on the head? I remember looking around and I was like groggy, and that's all I can remember is like looking around like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And yeah, sometimes I guess I've seen it as well because I've looked on videos and stuff, medical videos that when other people that have gotten shocked, they're like not in that sort of environment, so they'll be on the floor at home or sitting on the chair at home. All I remember is I went down. Yeah, I just completely went down, and I don't remember much after that. All I remember is waking up dazed and confused and was like, ow, why does my head hurt? And where am I, sort of thing? And I'm like, wait a minute. A minute ago I was singing. What happened? And caused a lot of ruckus, which, yeah, unfortunately I went down. Luckily the ambulance came and they took me to the hospital. I stayed there until I got into normal sinus rhythm and stuff, and yeah, that was pretty much it. That was my experience. Not the greatest first time to be shocked. I always thought that my first time being shocked would be I'd be at home and then I'd get up to make myself a drink and then boom, they would happen, and then I'd be on the floor going, oh, is that it? But no, so I guess I don't know, maybe it's a positive that all this stuff happened for me getting shocked, that in the future, hopefully not, if I do get shocked for an appropriate shock, it won't be as terrifying as it was then to get shocked in front of a whole room of a packed jazz club. I mean, come on, I really am a showstopper. Okay guys, so next up I want to discuss Pacemaker versus ICD. It's just going to be like a short summary thing because I don't really know much about pacemaker, although I don't really know much about ICD. No, I'm kidding. So I'm just going to read it off my phone because I just want to make sure I've said it right to you guys. So, like a pacemaker, an ICD device is placed under your skin. Okay. So they both contain a computer that tracks your heart rate and rhythm. The main difference is that if your heart beats way too fast or is out of rhythm, the ICD sends out a shock to get it back into rhythm. So your ICD, which says in the name, implantable cardiac defibrillator, defibs your heart. While pacemaker, it helps to pace it. I do have a family member actually, their condition is no relation to mine, and they have a pacemaker, and their heart was actually going quite slow. So to stop that, so that it wouldn't stop, they got a pacemaker, and that just basically helps their heart to beat, like keeps them going, I guess you can say. But that is the difference. If I'm incorrect, please do let me know in the comments. But what does a pacemaker do? I'd actually would love to learn. Are there any people out there with pacemakers? Like, what do you guys get up to? I see you guys at the clinic. Like, yeah, that's another thing. My ICD, even though every 3 months it sends its data to the clinic, once a year I have to go in though for them to check the battery life and to just do a general overall download of everything as well, and to see me in person. Because if you think about it, it's not really personal, is it, if every 3 months computer at the side of my bed downloads everything? Wow, they want to see me in person to see how I'm looking and everything, which I think is really good that they still want to keep that connection with the patient. Right, so managing life with an ICD. I bet we're all wondering, can I lead a normal life with it? To a degree, yes you can, okay? There are a few things you can and you can't do. If you are sort of at the beginning of your journey of getting an ICD and you're discussing it with your doctor and you want to see someone who has an ICD, I'm going to say there's a reason why you're getting the ICD, and just really think long and hard about why you're getting it. Because there's a reason that you need it, okay? When I got my ICD, I think I had it for 5 years and nothing happened. Obviously it was still, monitoring me and everything, but it took me 5 years until it saved my life. And I'm so grateful for this, that I have basically an insurance policy and everything, that if it happens again, hopefully that will kick into gear and keep me going. So really do, if you're at the beginning and you're scared, talk to your doctor. Let them know that you're scared, and they will let you know what it entails, the operation. I mean, I'm not really good at talking about my operation when I had it done because I was asleep. Yeah, like I think I've said in a previous video, I'm not that great at operations. I always end up crying like a baby, like I really do cry. So, because I suffer really badly with anxiety, I'm just gonna say it out there. So what they do is they put me to sleep, and that helps them because then I'm not, crying all the time. But please do discuss it with them. I've had it, and my everyday life is, I've just got to remember that I can't really go near a lot of things that might have magnets. So you may know when you're using a mobile phone, don't have it on this side. Never have it on this side. This applies to pacemaker recipients as well. Basically, you got a pacemaker as well and you're on this side, you have to use your phone on this side. Things with magnets are not our good friends. Why? Because magnets can actually turn it off. So when they want to stop it, I'm sure they put magnets on it, and then that's it. It's stopped, and you're like, what? So I bet you're wondering, wait a minute, haven't you been in a band? Yeah, I basically shouldn't go up to an amp or a monitor, and I shouldn't hug it. I actually keep my distance. At home, I have a few amps with some guitars where I'm pretending to be a rock star in the bedroom, and I safely use them. I keep my distance and everything. I'm not holding and hugging them. They do say keep your distance. When I first joined a band, I remember ringing up Pacemaker clinic. That's what we call it over here in the UK. Even though I have an ICD, it's just called Pacemaker. It's just an umbrella pacemaker clinic. So I go to them and ring them, and I said to them, are monitors okay? And what's the distance? And they told me, that much, it's fine. And when I was singing, my monitor was there. It was fine. I do know at the time when I had my first defibbed episode, a lot of people were saying, oh, you got shocked by the microphone, but it wasn't. So they turned up the gain, you could say, but it wasn't that. It was because at the time my body was generating, think about it, if I got shocked or I was about to get shocked, because I remember touching the microphone and I went, oh, and then it happened. Yeah, my body was revving up. I was full of energy. Oh my gosh, I could have been like an energy goddess or something. And that's why when I touched the metal microphone and I got shocked, it was because I was generating energy. I mean, that sounds pretty cool right now. I was just like generating it, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I think I'm going to finish this off with some do's and don'ts. I have left a do's and don'ts website, which is really good. I always look at it to try and remember. So main things are, which I only found out recently, and I was like, oh gosh, induction hobs. Don't go near them. I mean, you know, you can use them and stuff, but like keep your distance. Apparently there's something in them that can interact with our devices. Like I said before, mobile phones, don't have it on there. Headphones, there's magnets in it. So what was it? My partner the other day actually brought some magnets. He brought some magnets the other day. No, he brought some headphones that were wireless, but when you take them out of the ear, they can rest there. Not really for me. I do know as well, I do a lot of gaming. If you want to catch me, I've linked it down below. And at the moment, I am looking for a headset with the mouthpiece on that side. I'm not having it on that side just for fear of it. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it, but no one's actually told me the answer yet. But I just don't want to risk it. And it's just so close to my device. I'm just like, back away. So yeah, you might have seen from my Instagram or Twitter posts, basically my name is Iron Girl, and that's because I thought of myself as an Iron Man, because you know, he's hard. What does he do, replace it? Or it's weak, isn't it? What does he do? He puts the arc reactor in. Someone, actually my partner at the time, a couple of years back, brought me the arc reactor, like a toy version, and I wore it, and then I got my ICD put in, and then we found out I can't wear it. But then we gave it away and made a child's like happiness. We made them happy. But I was jealous that I can never wear anything like that. It's really sad. So like I said, I do a bit of cosplay. Can't have any magnets. Nope. So when I've seen the people have those armors and they're like doo doo, and they've got like armors, they've got magnets on. No, can't. Another one, if your engine is turned on and you're under the hood of your car, don't lean over the engine. No, just think about it. Anything that's generating energy, think about it. Magnets, energy, electricity. You don't want any of that coming near your guy. Seriously, it's bad news. It could either, with a magnet, turn it off, or it could reset your settings or mess up your settings. And those settings are important for you because they're pacing you at a certain, you know, range and everything. I mean, for me, I do know, again, because it just popped in my head, my ICD paces me to make sure my heart doesn't go below a certain number and everything. And it's amazing because sometimes I might feel it, because if I'm taking I know actually it wasn't that great a couple of years ago where they gave me really strong beta blockers, and the beta blockers was making my heart rate drop all the way down, but then my good old ICD was pushing my heart rate up while the meds were pushing it down. So basically, for a few months, I just had, that sounds weird, I don't know if you can hear that, but that was my heart every night, because you had the medication pushing it down, but you had my ICD pushing it back up. Like, it's quite aggressive there, aren't I? But that's what I had to deal with, and I was like, this is not cool. Oh, there must be something better out there. Which I went back and said, please help me, and they did and changed the settings, which now, you know, so far I'm getting there. But yeah, so that's my whole video today. I hope you were informed a lot. I know I ramble on, and I'm probably not making sense half the time, but if you do want to learn more about ICDs, you know, the implantable cardiac defibrillators, I have left all the source material that I've looked over or read from, no copyright, okay, not intended, no copyright intended here. I've left it all in the description box below. I just want to make sure that everyone gets informed. Even I'm getting more informed about this device. I'm like, wait, what's going on now? So before I go, one quick story is, always remember you have an ICD. So I saw Christina Aguilera last year quickly, and I was there with my friends, and we were like, ooh, yeah, you have something to eat and drink, and then we were going over to the venue. They've got security gates, and I was just like, do. Then I stopped and was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Because I was there just acting like a normal person, you could say, a normal person, and forgot about my responsibilities as someone who's got a heart condition. That split second, I totally forgot, and I was about to walk through it. And I can just remember saying to the security guard, I've got my documents, but they looked at me, and a lot of people don't know what an ICD is unless you work in a hospital. A lot of people just really don't. And I just went, I've got a pacemaker. They were like, oh, no, what round? And I was like, please pet me down, please pet me down. Sounds like a song there. But they patted me down and like, go on in. But yeah, and it's weird because I've had my ICD for how many years, and it was just that split second when I was talking with mates, and it was like that, and I was like, no, something's not right. So I guess what I'm trying to say there is just trying to remember. I know sometimes it might slip our mind, or you might be thinking, how can it slip your mind when you've got like something in your chest? Well, I've had it for years and it's part of me, and sometimes I actually forget it's there, if that makes sense. It's weird to say, but just make sure that you've always got your documents on you. Wherever I go, I always have my documents on me to prove I've got my ICD, but also if I go down and I'm by myself, people can just go in my bag or whatever and say, oh, she's got an ICD and everything. And it's like, also my medical bracelet, make sure that's on there. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll come back for more, because I've got so much more to talk to, and I hope you would join me on this journey. Okay, until then, bye.